Hello, Mr. Niederman, Mark Watson, Mercedes-Benz of Scarborough. Such a pleasure to see you. What I wanted to do today is a nice walk around on your new vehicle. Now look at this. Such a beautiful front end on the one you ordered. I think it did a really great job. It's a combination of the chrome, the black. Of course, this is your whole radar operation up here with all your cameras that run all the way around the vehicle. Made it up with the lighter Napa leather interior. Is just really an extraordinary combination. The wheels are just gorgeous as well. Now when you walk up to these newer vehicles, you still have the same lock operation as you do on your current vehicle. However, the handles do disappear into the body. When the vehicle's unlocked, you'll notice how easily that handle opens up for you. When you want to lock it, just simply rub down again on the handle. Very much there's going to be a lot of similarities on this vehicle to the one you already have, but the controls are in different places and so forth. When we come around to the trunk, again, the remote control has been redesigned a little bit. On this one, you used to be able to press it twice. Now you simply press and hold the rear remote for the back trunk area. Now, when you come in, still you've got your huge dynamic trunk. The all-weather mats, which you're not being charged for, are installed. This is your set of regular luxury mats that are in the back for you. I haven't taken the plastic coating off the trim. I figured you can do that yourself. I'll leave that hermetically sealed for the current time. So the trunk, very familiar to what you have. You still have your drop-down hook here if you want to hang, plastic bags and so forth on there so they're not running around inside your vehicle. And clothes, of course, these are exactly the same as what you have now. Now let's take a look in the rear door here. Because your vehicle was ordered with the power rear seats. Now, these switches are a little different than you're used to. You don't have to push and hold them physically. You just put your finger on the end and it will move itself. So, see, I'm not really pushing. I'm just putting my finger on the end and it moves forward and moves back the seat as well as the back of the seat as well. So fully adjustable. And you have the heating element and the ventilation for the rear seats as well as seat memory. So your lucky passengers will be able to heat themselves if they have a sore back and or cool themselves in your rather temperate climate down there in Florida. And now we're starting to see this beautiful piano trim that runs through the entire vehicle. What a fantastic choice. That is just an outstanding, gorgeous trim. Reminds me of some beautiful high-end Yamaha pianos that I've had the chance to play in the past. So what we'll do now is we'll come around to the inside of the vehicle, go through a few more of the features, and I think you're going to find this very easy to run, just like the one you have now. Okay, so now let's take a look at when we're coming in the driver's door. So now up on the top, again, we have these same type of controls where all you have to do is basically touch the seat like so, and the seat will move. And again, here, you don't have to really push back, but the seat control is simply adjusted like so. Up on the door, you have your heating function, your ventilation function, and you also have your windows. So that's very much like you're used to. And you have the rear shade that's in the doors located here on this button. Now your headlights have changed position. Now your headlights are now over here on the side door, and they have them in the automatic position currently. And that's basically where you're going to leave them. So you'll have the automatic high beam and low beam at nighttime. Kind of looking in a little bit, now you'll notice you have your brights where they always have been. Your steering wheel adjustment is still here on the left-hand side of the column, and your heating element. You may say, well, why would I want a heated steering wheel in Florida? Well, it just feels lovely, really lovely on the hands. It's like a spa treatment for your hands, and then we're going to do the other controls. So this set of controls here is going to run your upper dash, and this set of controls here on the right hand side is going to run some of your other. So we'll walk around the other side of the vehicle and I'll get in and show you some more features. All right, so here we are on the inside, and these are your master controls on your steering wheel. And again, there's going to be a lot of similarities to what you have on your current vehicle, which is nice. When you go from a Mercedes to a Mercedes, there's not a very large learning curve. Now, up on your left-hand wheel here, you have your home button, and this is going to control your left 12.3-inch screen. So as we move our touchpad here, we can move around to the different things. So we could be looking at our service window. We have a navigation window. This is the window we decide what our controls want to look like. There's different themes. We have we can tell if we're in the sport mode or not. And so these are the different looks. Classic is the look that we have on here now. There's an exclusive look, which gives you this one. You can also do that's the exclusive look, and then there's also what they call sport, which is a different complete theme on the interior of your car. So once you go to home, you can scroll through these different ones. I'm going to leave it in the classic mode. So when it goes in the truck, you're going to be in this particular mode, okay? Now, your cruise control is located here, and I'm sure you're used to that. You turn on your cruise control with the on and off button. Then you set the distance between the vehicle in front of you with this button. So you can set different distances that it will maintain that speed. Now, you can also set it for a slower or faster miles per hour. You can resume your cruise control with RES, or you can cancel the cruise control and or touch your brake, and that will turn off your cruise control completely. Now, when we look at the right-hand side of the wheel, it has to do with your center console. So when I press the home button, it's taking me to home here on this screen. So just like your current vehicle. So when I scroll with this button here, I'm now moving the information that's on the big screen. Now, this is also touchscreen, so the idea of having it here is that you have your hands on the wheel and you're in a very safe position, but you can, or your passenger could go over here and use the touch screen as well. So if I want to go to navigation, of course, you've got the beautiful big 3D navigation screen, which I think you're going to find is absolutely lovely. Now, the other buttons that are on the wheel are your voice activation control. If you want to tell it to do something like turn up your fan speed, turn up and down your temperature, give it navigation directions, you can do that all with the voice control. This also has the new Mercedes intelligence. So if you happen to say, hey, Mercedes, it initiates a system whereby the system will ask you, what do you want, and so forth. You have your volume control here, up and down, and then of course once your phone is linked, you have, just like on your current vehicle, pick up and hang up. So really very similar to your 2019. Transmission, identical. So drive is down, reverse is up, and park is push in on the scalp. Now let's take another look over here at our screen. Now, there really aren't many soft buttons anymore, hard buttons, just the ones that are located here. Now, if I go to the home screen, which can be accessed there, I'm going to go over to phone, and that's, of course, where you will connect your phone. If I ever want to go back, you have a back button here. The dynamic control, if I press that, I have to actually turn on the vehicle, but that gives you your different comfort modes and your different transmission modes, like Sport, Sport Plus. Let me just turn this on for just a sec so you can see. When I hit dynamic, so you have fuel efficient, your standard comfort mode, Sport, and Sport Plus mode. Now, I just happened to touch this button by accident, but that is your new camera system. Absolutely gorgeous. And you can, so I'm going to turn the vehicle off for just a second here. Let's see if we can get to the camera without exhausting. We're inside the show floor now, so I don't want to leave that running. So we'll turn this on. I think maybe I have to have that. I do have to have that going. All right, so there's certain controls that I can only do when the car's running. So I'm going to turn it on for just a second, and we're going to go through the camera mode. Once we press the camera, then we have all our different views. So you can simply go through them here, or if you wish, you can scroll through them on your steering wheel as well. But beautiful, large picture. And this is your vehicle, so you can adjust all your different elements of the entire functions of the vehicle. If you wanted to raise the level of your car, the vehicle will raise up. You've got your active steering wheel assist, so that helps you when you're changing lanes. If you don't like the way that feels, you can turn it off. Active lane assist keeps you centered in your lane. That's always on unless you turn them off. And again, we've got another set of buttons, tow away alarm if you're ever being towed, and you can lock out your trunk if you have some valuables in your trunk. You can do that as well. If you don't know where you are, you can always go back to the home button, and it brings you back to your main screen where you can adjust pretty much everything else. We'll go turn that off for just a second. Of course, residual heat means that in Florida you're not going to use it that much, but up here, when the car stopped, it'll pump in residual heat and or cool the vehicle depending on how you want that set up. So let's light this up for just a second. And comfort mode is where you initiate your massage feature for your seats, either the driver or passenger seat. And you have different modes: hot relaxing shoulders, mobilizing massage, activating massage, and your classic massage feature. And you can instigate them here. You can turn them on, turn them off. You have an adjustment for intensive or not intensive, up to you. That's wonderful on longer drives, or even if you just have a sore back. Your seat control adjusts the lumbar position of your lower seat. You can either make it more lumbar and raise the lumbar position here. You can do the same thing for your shoulders. It will bring out your shoulder control here and adjust your seat. So when you first get the vehicle, you want to kind of go through these different buttons and your side bolsters here to adjust it to your body where it feels comfortable. So that's all in the seat position. Your ambient lighting is where you can tell it what color interior do you want the ambient lights. Now, depending on your mood, I think a light, night, bright interior here would be nice with sort of a yellow, amber, but you'll mainly see that at nighttime. You can also adjust the brightness of those controls, and there are certain effects that will go into different graphics and color graphics, and you can use that as well. So that's all in your comfort mode. Settings, again, that goes into a little more detail into how your collision control and assistance and cameras are set up. It's all set up from the factory, so I don't suggest that you make any changes here in the system. But let's just say when you pulled into your garage and you wanted the headlights to be on a little bit longer, you can change how long they stay on and off. This does have the multi-beam LED, so I think you're going to find this at nighttime makes it extraordinarily much easier to see at nighttime with this beautiful system. And I've got this all set up. I've got the Hey Mercedes set, so all you do is say Hey Mercedes and it will do your whatever command you may have. Again, home button, and if you want to turn everything off, you actually have some off buttons as well. Or this is new, which is the fingerprint sensor, which I'm not going to set up because obviously you'll be setting it up for yourself, but that allows you to get into purchase applications and so forth through Mercedes Me. And the Mercedes Me application, it's called Mercedes Me Connect. I will be going through that with you once the car is getting towards your home. I will give you a call, and we're going to get that application downloaded on your phone. I'll email you directions, and I'll help you set that up. But that's how you can do remote start and so forth from your phone control. Looking down in here, you have your beautiful cup holders. When you close this up, it works just like so. So touch, release, and the center console can be opened up by pressing this button, and you have some nice storage on the inside. Now, looking up above, we have our control there. And this sunroof is pretty much exactly what you're used to. So you can open it up, you can vent it, and you can open it up completely if you wish to for air. And raise it down. SOS controls for your emergency response system. The rear mirror is simply hand adjusted, and you will leave it there. So really very similar to what you have. I'm always available by cell phone if you want me to do a video call. We can go through more stuff, but we appreciate your business, always have. I will be following up once the truck picks the vehicle up and it's approaching. I'm going to give them your phone number, the trucking company, so they'll be in touch with you. And ideally, they're going to be dropping this beautiful vehicle off and picking up your other one in one fell swoop to make it nice and easy. I appreciate your time, Mr. Niederman. I'm Watson, Mercedes-Benz of Scarborough. You have a great day.